What's up y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? If you're new to my channel, my name is Shanette. If you've been here, hi sis. Hope y'all having a great day, a great week, a great month. Today is all about travel essentials and things like that, because I feel like a lot of people just be on the go. They don't really know, how they can save money. Some people don't even care, but we just gonna get into it. So first things first, I want to mention that I am a travel agent. I can book flights, hotels, all-inclusive paid trips. Any travel services you need, I guarantee I got you, and I guarantee I can get you the best deals. So if you're interested, please hit the link down below. My website is down in the description box and everything like that, and I will put it somewhere on the screen. But I just want to put that out there, because if you don't promote yourself, we're gonna promote you, sis. But anyway, yeah, so I do have a travel business, and I also want to mention, because a lot of people always ask if it's just travel. No, it's not just travel. I can literally book you anything, concerts, games, events. I have access to it, and I can get you the best deals. So check me out, sis, if you have any upcoming trips or any concerts you want to go to. Also, you also don't have to book me for your travel services. You can just use my site, which is also on my website. It's not the website that's linked down below, but it's connected to that website. I have my own booking site, and you can get the deals that way. But if you want to save even more, that's when you book me. So let's get started with the travel essentials. First things first, round trip versus connecting. A lot of people, including myself, love a good, not round trip, connecting flights and non-connecting flights. Now myself, I love a non-connecting flight. I like to get on the plane and go to my destination, one time. I don't like to get off, be here for an 8-hour turnover, and then get on the plane and go to my destination. But believe it or not, when you do the connecting flight, you save more. When you get off or you have a turnover or whatever, you save more money that way. Now, like I said, that's just an option that I don't really care. I'm not gonna say I really care for, because don't get me wrong, I love saving money, but I'll say that that's something that I would splurge in, because I like non-stop flights. I just do. And there's also a lower chance of your bags going missing when you do a non-stop flight. But you save more money with connecting flights. So you just kind of have to weigh out which one matters to you and things like that. Yeah, so flights that offer personal and carry-on. Now, some flights offer, they give each person a personal bag, which is like a laptop case, a purse or something like that, and then you can have one carry-on bag, but it could be a full size, and then some of them do like the mini size carry-on cases. Now, you have to be mindful of that. A lot of people are so quick to fly with Spirit, Frontier, and things like that, although I'm not knocking it. But once you realize that you actually come out paying more, if not the same, for the other flights, then I feel like people wouldn't be so busy to jump on them just because the flight is $90 as compared to $200. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, because like I've flown with Spirit before, I've flown with Frontier. They have a bunch of hidden fees that you don't realize. You think, oh, I'm saving so much money by going on this flight, but you're really not, once you have to pay for your seats, or if you want the big seats, or if you want to bring on a carry-on, if you want to bring your purse on. Like, they don't offer, I think Spirit offers you a personal bag, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but it's like so many different hidden fees that by the time you are finished booking everything with them, you'll be done paid the same amount as Southwest or Delta or something like that. And also, if you use my site, sis, you will get a discount, guaranteed. So the next one is check bags. Like, that's another thing. Make sure that you have your stuff together. I think everywhere I've flown, I think just the limit is the check bag can't go over 50 pounds. Now, a lot of you, that may be easy, but to me, that is not easy at all. It is so hard. Like, me and my husband have bought, hold on, I gotta show y'all, because you need to buy this so that you can know what your bag is if you don't have it already. So I'll be right back. I'm back. So we have bought one of these, and it just shows you the size, the weight. And this is the thing for, you put this hook onto your bag, your carry-on, your check bag, and then you lift it up. When you push this up, it's gonna be showing you how much it is. We used this on our last trip and it was so beneficial, because when I first did it, it was at like 62 pounds. And we was like, okay, we need to take some down, because you have to pay, like, some places, every place is different. Now, some places you have to pay an extra $30 for basically another check bag. Some places we went to, you've had to pay $50 to $100 more just for your bag being a couple pounds over. That is freaking ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you have this or something that lets you know what your bag is before you go up there, and then they try to charge you $100 and something for going over just 4 pounds or 10 pounds over your bag, you know. So make sure that you are very mindful of that, you know, with the check bags. There's a certain requirement. I feel like every place I've flown different with different airlines, but most of them have been they can't exceed 50 pounds. So I'm thinking that's just the regular thing, but each place is different. Some places just charge you another $30. Some places, and I mean, who wants to pay another $30 for 4 pounds over? You know what I'm saying? So if you can roll up some more things, or if you can make that bag less than what it is, do that. That's how you save money. The next one is a savings jar. I don't have this yet. I should. Now you can use that for your flights, you can use that for your excursions and things like that. It just kind of depends on what, you know, you want to save for, but I feel like a savings jar is very, very essential with traveling, because you don't know, like, you have a trip coming up in 6 months, right? And you use my booking site, and you went on my site, relaxgetaways.com, and you got them deals. But you want to save a little bit more money. So you done got all the deals, you done pay for your flight, you done got everything together. You like, wow, Chanel saved me a lot of money. Then you go get your savings jar and be like, woo, it's an X amount of dollars in here. So guess what? Excursion money, you know, so just get a savings jar, because I'm telling you, that will be very beneficial for you. Because a lot of times, you know, we don't realize how much money we can actually save by just putting $1 here or $5 here over a certain amount of time. It adds up. So the next one I would say is pack only what you need. And I need to hear this myself, because I just throw everything, like stuff that I don't even wear, I just throw it in there because I feel like I'm gonna need it. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just pack what you need. And that's what I did on this last trip, me and my husband. And that's why our bag was under 50 pounds. It has never been under 50 pounds. So make sure you pack what you need. Don't be packing all that unnecessary stuff that you know you're not gonna use. Like, I hate that I did that. Like, and then I get on a trip and I don't have nothing because I didn't pack like I should have packed. So the next one is a scale. Get you a scale. Like I told you, get you a scale for these check bags and things like that, because they are not playing around and they're gonna get their money, sis. And then my next tip is buy some things there. And I'll give you an example. Me and my husband, we no longer pack like body washes, soap. I do take my deodorant. What else? Like any thing that's like liquidy and things like that, because they almost always spill in our bags. Because let's just keep it real. Then people at them airlines, most airlines and most people, they don't be caring about your stuff. I've literally seen them just throw, you know, your stuff any kind of ways. Always, I'm telling you, it's not been one trip that I've ever been on that my stuff haven't spilled in my bag. So I don't even pack that anymore. I just get it. I get it at the wherever it is. You know, there's always a Walmart wherever you go, or there's always some place that you can go at Walgreens, Target, Publix, some place that you can go and get the things, your bathroom things that you need. You know, so you don't have to always pack them. And then when I'm done with them, I leave them there. I don't even pack it back. The next one is souvenirs. Now, don't get me wrong, I love souvenirs. I love to get my close family and friends souvenirs, but honestly, it's a ripoff. I mean, most of those shirts you can get made for way less. You know, so many other ways to get exactly what it say on there without paying what they're charging you for. Like, they're paying you, I mean, they're charging you just an extra fee just because it's a souvenir and they know people are gonna get it. So I'm not telling you not to get souvenirs, because I always bring, my husband and I always bring our family back something, just something small, just to show, just, you know, like a keychain, a cup or something like that. Excursions, that's the next tip. Excursions, it is always best to book excursions in advance, and not just saving money, but just for the spots. Like, you have to realize that different places you travel, and I learned this. Like, I'm so used to just going to the place and immediately doing the excursion or immediately eating. Like this last trip that we just went on, pretty much all the restaurants, like you had to have reservations. Well, the ones that we wanted to eat at, and so you couldn't even book a reservation that same day or even like the day before, because it was backed up for like 2 weeks and we was only there for 3 days. So you just have to be mindful of that. Always book excursions earlier, because when you get there to that place, I guarantee you most places you're going to be charged more than if you would have booked in advance. So always book your excursions in advance, or at least before you actually get to the place. The next tip is rental car. Should you get a rental car, a Lyft, or a shuttle? I'm gonna always say rental car, because although you might have a chance to save money going with a Lyft or Uber, or even a shuttle, you don't get the free roam that I like. Now, some people can just get a Lyft or Uber and go to wherever they go, but when me and my husband go on different trips or anything like that, we're here, we're there, we're boop, 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 boop. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta call a Lyft driver to go to the store. Then you gotta call a Lyft driver to take you back. Then you gotta call to go over here. Oh, well, we wanna go over, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much calling and back and forth and waiting, when you can just get you a rental car and it just helps you out so much. Now, 2 things about a rental car. A place that I recommend is Alamo. I will always book with Alamo when it comes to booking a rental car. I've never had any problem out of them. They always have a car. They always are so nice. Like, I've literally never had a problem. Everything is easy. Everything is smooth. You know, I've tried Advantage. I've tried Avis or whatever. I've tried what's the other one? I can't think of, but I've tried I've tried a lot of rental car places when I was traveling, and they have all been horrible. Oh, but Enterprise is okay too. Enterprise is good as well, but Alamo is the top. I'm telling you, they the best. Book with them, you know, because it's always something. We went on this last trip and we was with Advantage, I think. If it's not Advantage, I will correct it, you know, when I edit, but we was at Advantage. They ran out of cars. I said, how you a rental car place and you run out of cars? And he was like, well, I'm sorry, ma'am, but even the people that book months in advance may not get a car. What? You mean to tell me that I booked it in advance and I may not even get a car? You servicing other people? But no, negative. Now, another thing with a rental car, if you have a credit card, you save money, because when you pay with a debit card, well, they're not gonna let you pay with cash anyway, but if you have a debit card, they do charge like a couple $100s just off of insurance and things like that. But if you have a credit card, you don't have to pay as much as you would if you had a debit card. So that's another tip as well. The next one is book in advance. I've already told y'all that tip already. Book in advance, because you never know what you're going to come up against. You never know when the prices are going to change and things like that. So always book in advance. My next tip is get a travel agent. Now, don't start. I am not just saying that because I am a travel agent, but I'm saying it because since becoming a travel agent, I get why people have travel agents. You know, before, I was just like a lot of people. I was like, what do you need a travel agent for? I just booked the stuff on my own. But when you realize that there are a lot of like different things that you just don't know, that it's just not shown to the public, you will be like, wow. But yeah, get you a travel agent, because I'm telling you, it's a lot of deals that you don't even know about. It's a lot of places that you don't even know about. It's not talked about. It's just a lot of things that you don't know, that you think that you know what you're doing by booking it yourself, and it's not. So get you a travel agent. I'm available. Or just go to my booking site. The next one is know all hidden fees. I said that earlier about Spirit and Frontier. Know about the hidden fees. Like, a lot of people don't read. I read. You know, like some people, I just sign a name. No, honey, I'm reading the top to bottom, because you ain't finna put no little slip up in there where I'm gonna miss it negative. So always make sure you know the hidden fees, because they try to make it seem like you're gonna save this amount of money or this X amount of dollars, but you ain't saving no money. If anything, you may be paying more. The next tip, bring cash as well. A lot of people, they don't like cash, me included. I don't even carry cash. I'm just always have my card. But it is always good to carry cash, especially if you're going out of state. A lot of things are different over there. If you're going out of the states, out of the United States, a lot of things are different. And as far as going out of the United States, you have to know what the currency is and things like that. They won't give you change in US dollars. They will give you change in what they have. So you gotta make sure that if you are spending cash, you're not in the United States, that you're spending it all, because it's all crazy. But even if you're not going out of the United States, make sure that you carry cash on you too, because you just never know what you will come up against. You know, same thing as when you're at home, like how you ever been somewhere and they're like, when the machines are down, we're only taking cash, you know, and then you kind of just like. So make sure that you always have a certain amount of cash on you, because you just never know what you're gonna be up against. My next tip is to let your banks know you're traveling. I think a lot of people don't know this. They just go off and go on a trip, and then their card gets declined, and they like, okay, where's my monies? Like, I got this amount of money on here, like, why is it? And it's because your bank is flagging it. Now, some banks ain't gonna flag it, and I'm just sorry to you, sis, because I actually have a bank that will send me an email, send me a text message, call me. They're gonna get in touch with me if they see any type of fraudulent activities on my account. So make sure you're letting your banks know that you're traveling, especially if you're going out of the United States. Make sure they know where you're going, your duration of the trip, and things like that, so that your card won't get flagged. Because if your card gets flagged, sometimes it takes a day, anywhere from 24 hours to 72 hours to get it corrected, or to get your card back going. And then you calling the banks and getting mad and everything, and it's like, no, you should let them know. So, because it's for your protection. At the end of the day, it's for your protection. They ain't protecting nothing for them. But yeah, make sure you let your banks know when you're traveling and for how long you're traveling, because you know, you don't want to get over there and then you can't have access to your money for 72 hours. What? And next one is picking seats. Now, when it comes to picking seats, you know, you can have first class, you know, economy, business, things like that. When you're in a economy or a basic economy, the seats are kind of a little small. You can also upgrade and get the bigger seats and things like that. But what I will say with the bigger seats is it's not that much of a difference. It's pretty much the same. So don't even waste your money on getting a bigger seat, because it's not even that big of a difference to where you're gonna realize it. You know, if you're gonna upgrade or anything, upgrade to a first class or upgrade to something, you know, a better, you know. But the seats, them big seats, I feel like this is a rip-off to get your money, because they're not really even that big of a difference. Not the ones that I rode on. The next one, I have 3 more. No, the next one is know the currency where you are at. And what I was just talking about, know that, because a lot of places, they're not going to give you US money because you gave them US money. They're going to give it back to you in what their country is. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you don't plan on spending all the rest of that money there, it's a whole lot of process to get it, you know, converted and things like that back to US money. So always know what the currency is and how things are run when you out of the States. The next one is hotels and resort fees. Now, a lot of people don't know about the hotel resort fees. A lot of people be like, oh, that hotel is a nice price, I'm gonna get it. And then when they get there and get ready to check out, they didn't know that there was a $20 a day resort fee. So you done stay there for 7 days. You know what I'm saying? So just be mindful of that. There's make sure you're reading the fine print, because there will be resort fees some places you go, and there will be different fees. Also, bouncing back to the hidden fees. There's fees that the different hotels charge you for insurance. They charge you, it could be $50 a day, it could be $100 a day. It just depends on the hotel. But you do get that money back. It falls off within 3 to 5 business days, depending on your bank. Some of it be 7 to 10 business days. So just be mindful that some hotels do take out an insurance, and it can go from $50 to $100. It's basically whatever they want to charge. So if you're going on a trip and you only got money for what you're doing and your trip, they gonna take that money out. Now, it is a hold, but I mean, you may have to wait up to 10 days. It just depends on your bank, but you could possibly have to wait up to 10 days to get your money back. And some people they need their money. So I just want to give you that tip too. The last one is plan. Now, the last one is very self-explanatory, and I've said it a couple times in this video already, but you need to know how essential planning is. Like, it is so important to plan ahead, because you never know. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten to my destination and there have been problems, or it didn't go the way I had initially thought it was gonna go. But if you plan and you get some things going and you get the excursion set up and you get this set up and you doing this and that, it always works out perfectly. Now it may go a little different. I'm not saying, you know, how you plan is gonna be just exactly how you plan, but things go a lot smoother, I will say. But y'all, that is the end of this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. This is just my tips and tricks on traveling and things like that, some things that you may not know. Also, like I said, if you are booking your travel or anything like that, or any concerts, hit me up. I can book it for you, or you can book it yourself on my booking site. Let me know, sis. But I'll see y'all next time. Have a great day and go be great. Bye.